Okay.
Okay. So I recently I just happened to work with Excel uh, a lot. Uh, I learned some things, and also I just for this talk I looked up some other cool stuff. So I'll just show you what I know, and hopefully that you will learn something new and some cool things. So I'll start from some basic stuff.
How do you get the Intel top secret button?
No, don't. This one is just I want to show you some examples. So I just went to this table, and let's say that I want to take these names, all right, and put it inside my Excel. Okay, so I paste it here, and this is what I get. It's not doesn't look really nice, right? Because it pasted it in such way that the name is split inside the cell. I don't want this. So the the way you can undo it is just to go to wrap text. Once you press wrap text, it switched it back to a normal.
That's actually to unwrap the text.
Yeah, to unwrap it. Yes, I guess the default is when you paste it is to wrap the text. I don't know why. Anyway, it's much better than just start adjusting it like I don't know. This is the way. Okay, so let's continue with this example to some other things. I guess you know this one, but let's say that I want to split. I want one column to give me the first name and the second one the last name. So I'm pretty sure you know this, but I'll show it anyway. You go to data and then text to column. Okay. Here you have the delimited. So you press next, and here you can split it the way you want it. So here we want to split it by space. I can press finish and I get this one, the what I wanted. But because Noah has two names, it splitted it to two. So if I want to merge it to one cell, this one I just looked it up, and you can just write a formula, a very simple formula to do this. You take one cell and space and the next cell just merges the cell, and now because everyone else has one name, so now I got the column that I wanted. Okay, pretty simple right now, but I thought it was a cool thing to see. I want to see. I'll switch to my notes. Okay, one other thing that I wanted to show. Let's say I have two rows that I want to switch between them. Okay, so I can do it like stupid and do something like this, and then do this like but I don't want to do this. I just want to switch between two rows. So what I can do, let's say I take this.
Yosi, you have to ask us first. How do you do that? And we would say, you just select it and switch it because that's what we would all do. Right?
Yeah. Okay, I'll do it next time. Okay, so what can I do to switch? Let's say Sheva and Daniel here. I let's say I want to switch all those cells. I select these cells and I press shift. When I press shift, I get these arrows, and then I can drag it like this, and you see, and switched it.
Do it again.
Nice.
Uh,
I didn't
Now-
know this.
you didn't know this. You press shift, then you get this. Wait, again. Press shift, you go to the edge of the cell, you get these arrows, and then you can drag it, And when you see this, you can drag it here, so it will put it next. But I don't. I want it to switch the rows, so I get this line, and I just
If you try to put it in a higher row, does it
Let's-
switch 2 rows or does it shift down everything else?
let's try. I guess.
Yeah. Okay, shift down. That's
Yep.
better.
Shift it up.
And what if you put it not in the same column?
What?
If you move it to a different column,
What do you mean?
Try to paste it in a different column.
move it into column
Change
A.
column A and not B.
Oh, let's try it. Most of the things that I no, it doesn't
No, it
let it.
doesn't let
It doesn't
you.
let it. You see, doesn't let you. But yeah, we can try different stuff because I really don't know anything much. I know what I know, and there's so much more to know. I have some other topics that I wanted to explore more, but I didn't have time. Maybe next talk. But okay, so this is what I wanted to show in this example. So let's see what I wanted next. Okay, some other cool stuff. You know that in Excel, you just you can write some number and then drag it, and then it will complete it automatically, right? So you can do it in dates. You see, it knows that the month is done and start a new month. You can do it in months, and by the way, you can press, you can write January, full January, and it will do it also. Days, it's the same time, we know that. You can put it without the AM, PM, and it will just go to 24. So, okay, but numbers, what do you get when you, what will I get when I drag this one?
I think you'll get a one.
All ones.
You get all ones, right?
Yeah, but if you do 1, 2, then it'll give you.
Yes, but when I want 1, 2. Okay, so I got one, right? Like you said, I need to write 2, but I don't want to do that. I want to do some magic, and I drag this one, and oh, how did I get it?
A shift.
Well, I pressed Control. Close. When you press Control and drag it, the numbers, you get the numbers without writing 2.
Because in the first example, you wanted to shift the row, and now you want to control the number.
Yeah, that's logic. And now to another cool thing. What about letters? Does it work with letters?
Same thing, I guess.
Let's do it here for a moment. Let's say I take A, I drag it. What will happen?
A's.
A. Oh no, I
Did you press control?
no, I didn't.
Okay.
But okay, because I'll show you what I did now. Okay. Usually when you will do it, it won't work. Okay. What you can do, this A is not really A. You see this formula that I wrote? It's going to the ASCII number of 65, and you do car row 65, and then he knows that he knows that if you drag it, you will complete it. But what in because okay, I'll show you how to do it like this when I can just write A and it completes it. What you need to do is first you do this. You get the ABC. Okay, let's complete it. Get the ABC, X, Y, Z. Okay. Now another thing you should know or not know. When I copy this column into here, what will I copy? I'll copy the formula, right? It's still a formula, but I don't want a formula. I want to copy just text, so you can paste.
Values.
Yes, exactly. So I paste it on, and now it's not a formula. Okay, next thing you need to do, you need to go. This is the advanced thing. Go to File, Options, and Advanced. In the in here, you can see edit custom lists. Excel, for some reason, has these lists, but it doesn't have the ABC. I added it before because I want to check it works, but you won't have it. You won't have it, so you need to create it like I did. Then you can, let's say I want to select it, so I select it, and you need to select the ABC without the formula, because the formula it won't accept it. And then you just press add, but I already have it, so you can do it whatever you like. Let's try something else.
So if you would have written ABC and pulled it down, it wouldn't have worked.
Yeah, it won't go. No,
Oh, okay.
it wouldn't have worked. Let's try something else. I don't know. You have let's try this.
Alphabet.
Let's try the symbol. Alphabet. Okay, let's try alphabet. Why not? Maybe we'll like it or maybe not.
Or the alphabet won't work.
Won't work.
No, but what if you write bet now? Grab the two of them and continue.
What do you think will happen?
I thought it would
Alphabet,
continue, but
Alphabet,
I
alphabet.
guess,
It would be alphabet.
okay.
Okay, so but
It's interesting that they don't build it in.
yeah, it's very strange. But I'm not going. I don't have the ASCII number, so I'm not going to.
Just do alphabet Gimel and
Yeah, let's try alphabet Gimel. Okay. Now let's do what we did earlier. File. Options. Advanced. Edit list. Select this. Add or import. Okay. Great. Now let's try this. Alphabet. Email. Nice.
Tachi's sitting here and he's saying, remember that you can do all this in Python?
Yeah. Okay. So this is for this.
I'm waiting for the Excel to CLI.
Right. The what?
The
Excel.
CLI,
Yeah.
CLI, command line
Ah,
interface.
So this one is done. Let's go to the
there
next
is no
one.
CLI? There probably is. There's a VBA interface, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's see some other basic stuff, but there will be a cool thing in the end. So let's say I created this table. I created those numbers by using a random function, run between -10 to 10. I got these numbers. The weird thing with this function,
It changes every
Yeah.
time you type.
yeah, you know that?
What?
Crazy.
It's good for Birad's Excel.
I'll just type it 1. It changed it. Okay, 2. It changed. I don't know why. I don't know why. Very, very strange. So when you want to keep those, you just copy the value, and then you're good. Okay. Okay. Again, changed. Anyway, what I wanted to show is this, and I'm pretty sure that you know that. If you don't, you must know that. Let's say, okay, so I just I calculated here x squared, right? Very simple. And here I want to add a constant. This one is my constant, the 5. So I go C3 plus 5. Good, right? I got 86. So now I want to do it in all the column. I'll just grab it, right? But what will happen? Okay, this one changed all the time. Let's just do this like a second. Okay.
לא עושה טסט.
אתה עושה עם קונטרול גם, אני לוחץ קונטרול ואז אני עושה קונטרול V ואז אני עושה קונטרול ומשנה את הvalue.
Okay. So what happened here? This one got the 5, but this one got the cell below. I don't want it. I want. You don't know this?
Of course I do.
Okay. You just give me a look.
The problem is when there is number under this and not zeros and then you have no idea what's happening.
Sorry about it. Okay, so what you do, you want, it's called a reference cell or something like that. You just put a, what? Oh, maybe, I don't know.
F4 toggles between the
Oh.
different ones because you can do the exact cell, the same row, or the same column.
Okay, but if you don't know it, like me, I just put the dollar sign, and when you put the dollar sign, it just stays the same. A dollar for the column and dollar for the row.
Or if you just push F4,
It doesn't.
it toggles between the options.
If I push F4 on this one, let's go back.
Yeah. Stand on the
I2,
on the
stand
I2.
on I2.
למעלה במשמר.
On the
Yeah, just stand here, then
okay.
press
Now
F4.
press F4.
F4. Oh,
There.
cool.
Right, actually, press it again. Press F4 again.
Yeah.
See, it toggles between the options.
Oh, great. Nice, nice.
Go figure out if you want to keep the row or the column. That's always good.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not sure which is which.
Okay, okay, okay. Now for the cool thing that I hope you like. Let's say you have this example. You have some grades, right? And the test didn't go so well. So this is the average. But you're very nice. You want to give some factor, but you want the factor. You want, let's say the square factor, right? You can, but usually it's square times 10. This is usually. Let's say
root factor, square root factor.
yes, square root.
That's the one you guys like.
Yeah, this is when
I've given it one.
this is when it's really bad. The situation is very bad. So
I've given it one.
okay, so
It
let's
was
say
really
let's say
bad. Not to you.
לא נראה לי.
but I don't want to just multiply it by 10, specifically by 10. I want, what I want is an average of 80. This is what I want, and I want to figure out what constant should I multiply by.
Mhm.
Okay, so let's drag it for now. Oh, let's do
F4.
this. Yeah, F4. Hard with that.
שיש את הקומנט.
You only have to stand on it. You don't have to mark the hole.
Oh, okay. Oh, so now we're good. Now I want this cell to be 80. When I check it right now, it's very bad. I want it to be 80. So what can I do? There is an what if analysis here in data.
Okay.
You can go to what if. You can go to go seek, and this is pretty straightforward. This is regular. You do this. You set this cell to 80, and I want to change this cell.
Wow.
Okay, now
Simulation.
This is going to help.
okay. Just look at the table. Okay, it calculated it,
Was exactly 80.
and you got here the number.
Wow.
Oh, and that's what I want.
Mic drop.
Okay. So this is the
Oh, Yosi, from now on, you're going to do the grade sheets. In the
right.
recording.
right. Okay. Oh, another thing, you taught me to toggle between the dollar sign. I'll teach you to toggle between the formula. Sometimes I don't know. I see 49, but I want to see what the formula is. But I need to press it, and I need to. So I can just press Control and tilde. Okay, and toggle between the values, and maybe it will be
Nice.
yeah, useful sometime. So it's cool. And oh, one other thing maybe it will help. Besides the pasting option of the values, you can let's say that I want to transpose this table, so I can copy it and just go to transpose. Okay. Okay.
Have you ever needed to do that?
Hmm?
Have you ever needed to do that?
Nope. Maybe once.
there
No,
are
no, no,
times
no.
when
You know what?
get,
You know what?
uh,
Sometimes I once I had a table and I wanted to plot it. And sometimes x to y and sometimes y to x,
Mhm.
and I wanted the table to change. Okay, but when I just pasted it like this, it pasted it in transpose, but in values. It didn't save the formula. So if I change something here, um, in here, let's it will change here, but it won't change here.
Mhm.
So if you want to keep the formula, this form of pasting is not good enough, but you can use the actual transpose function and give it the table, and then it will keep the.
Cool.
If
It's
I
strange that an equation works on a range and not on just the cell that you write it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not, that's counterintuitive in a way. No?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So now let's go to the next thing. Here I gave a table of content, and it happened to be some no, it's here.
I see you watch a lot of TV. Yosi.
Yeah. And this is just the tip of the. Okay. Anyway, but I have a table.
You watched all of that?
No, no, I didn't watch all of this, but I have it. So if you ever want a series, ask Adam. She always
Mhm.
gets what she wants. Anyway, so let's say you have some table with content. First thing, I really am really pissed off that I cannot see these well, so I can press everyone,
Mhm.
but I don't want to do it. So I can just select the whole table, press on the one, and it will automatically do it for everything. That's a small thing. What else? Cool thing that you probably, I guess you know the conditional formatting. You can, let's say I want to see visually what has the most seasons. I can select everything and I can go to conditional formatting and highlight. I just can do this color scale. I can switch it and actually do many things. Okay, but you also can do greater than, less than, many things. Okay, let's say I don't have numbers. I have this column with the yes and no, and I want to color the yes and no. So I can go to equal to, and let's say yes. Okay, and it will. I can choose the color to green, and then I can add another condition and to know, and it will what
Highlights that.
here, yeah, and we'll do this for the no. Okay,
Now where do I see them all?
what
Where do I see? Where do I manage these highlight rules?
Yeah.
you can do many things. You can set a
Manage
new
rules.
rule. Yeah, manage rules, new rule, and I guess you have a lot of power here. I didn't go very deep because usually most of the things you want are in the default options. Most of the things, I guess.
Manage rules will show me the rules I created.
Mhm.
Manage rules, yeah, you can. Maybe I want, because sometimes I can. If I want to clear the rules, I want to clear rules, but I don't. I don't want to clear the no. Just the yes. So then I go to manage rule and click the one that I want, and I'll delete it. Okay, you can manage it like that. And what else? You can. Oh, actually, you can. If you just select the whole table, you'll have this icon here. It's called quick analysis, and you also get the basics, I guess. But you have many things here that you can play with. Just you have all of this in the Sargel, but
Well, there's spark lines.
Toolbar.
you can just have many play with this anyway. You'll see this. I don't know everything. The sparkling, you can let's see what sparkling does. I don't know.
Sparkling.
Spark lines.
Sparkling.
Sparkline, whatever.
Oh, cool.
What does it mean? I don't know.
Ah, I think it's somewhere
spark line.
something like when you look at stocks and it shows you how they've
Yeah,
been
maybe
Like
acting.
retention.
like
No, because it has, I think it made a graph between the left value and the right value. So the right value was always bigger in all of these,
maybe.
and the length in hours was always bigger than the gigabit.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
should
yeah,
add a
yeah.
column. Of,
But they do it on all of the columns, and you'll see.
Oh, maybe.
should add the
Like
total
this.
size to total length ratio.
Yeah.
You see?
Give you an
Cool.
actual graph.
Very
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
Very
That's
nice.
cool.
Very nice. Okay. So you can play with this at home.
Oh, that's cool.
Sachi, you couldn't do that with Python. No, there's a plugin that I sent you guys. Don't you remember that you could do everything here with the Python CLI? No, Sachi, it had all those options. No?
Oh, what else did I want to say? To do? Okay, so a very important thing. I guess it's also a pretty basic, but I can tell for myself that I didn't know this, and let's say that you want to not filter, just what's the sort it. Okay, you can go to sort and sort it by whatever column you like. Okay, but I don't like this option. This one I used many years, but now you have much better solution. You can just select the top row, the title of the columns. You go to data and filter, and in filter, it gives you this arrow, and it usually blocks the name. So I always do this again. So now you can actually do the sorting. You can see when I press the arrow, you can sort it like this, and it's already the whole table according to this. And you can just filter it. Let's say I want only action, so I can just filter it. It's really good. Maybe you know it, but it's a must when you do things with tables. What else do I want to show? It's not very. I don't think it's really useful when you have this filter, but I can show you another cool thing that I found on the internet. It's another filter sort of thing, but maybe it looks nicer. So what you want to do is to select your table, go to insert and then table. Okay, now it looks like this. And then you can go to insert and wait, you go to slicer. And then slicer, you can, let's pick two things, I don't know. And then you get these boxes, and then you can just press it and it will sort it however you like. Okay, not very useful, but it was cool, so I want to show it to you. Okay, but let's go to the original table. Okay, what else? What else? You see the watched column. If you wanted to know what I watched and what I didn't, so only the green ones, those I watched. No. But okay, I want. Let's say that I I can put whatever value I want here, right? And it doesn't mean anything. I can put maybe, I don't know, but I don't want it. Let's say you have this table and you don't want anything else but yes or no. So in this case, you can go to data, and in this this one. In this one, the data validation. Okay. Actually, let's pick the whole column, data validation. And you go to, in this case, I can give him a list. Okay. And I want the list to be yes or no, only yes or no. And then when I'll try to type anything else, it will not allow. And you can actually see an arrow here that gives you the option to only pick yes or no. It's a cool thing. What else? Okay. Here I have an example that I made before. Let's say, I mean, you know that if I want to check the total length of all the table, I don't even need to sum it with a table with a function. I can see it here, right? Average, count, sum, everything. But I didn't filter it. And I want to know the hours of only the sci-fi. So what can I do? I use this function, sum if s. Okay, and what do I give it? I give it the column. Give it the column that want to sum, and the column that you want to filter, and say that sum the value only if you see that the genre is sci-fi. Okay, and then it only sums the sci-fi, and you can do it to everything. And when you sum the whole thing, you see it's 3,500, and it's really the entire thing. Okay, so you can do this, but really when you have the filter, you don't need these functions. Maybe these are all functions that were before the filter. Another thing, maybe it's a little bit more useful. Let's say that someone I don't know, I have a TV show or something else in this table that you don't have a number of episodes, and I don't know, someone just put this minus here. Okay, so when it tries to calculate the thing, it gives him a value. So you can do a function that's called if error. Okay, so I did it here, and I said to it, if this value is correct, so okay, give this value, but else it just type error. And when I'll just try to do the same here, okay, it gives me an error. And I can, use the data, the formatting, and color it, and it's nice. It's nice, and you can do these formulas that will assure you that nobody messes with your table and whatever. Another thing maybe useful, I actually planted here another row that's a duplicate row. Witcher is, I think that's the one that, anyway, you have it somewhere here, but I don't know where it is. Okay, so I want to make sure I don't have duplicates. So I can select the table, go to remove duplicates, and I can just tell him if I want the entire row to be exact, or only if you find a name. I don't know. I think that it depends on what you want, but usually it's better to just keep it all selected. And then
if it's filtered, it's also will remove it. If you're filtering,
I think not, because if you filter it and
because
you
the
need to,
row is still there, but
yeah, but you didn't select it. It goes only in the cells that you select. I think. Actually, a good thing that you reminded me. Some annoying stuff that can happen when you filter. Let's say that I filtered only this. Okay. So now you see the number of rows. It tells you it jumps 3 to 5 and what and else. And when you try to, let's say, I got new data. Okay, I got new data, and I want to add it to the table. Okay. Anyway, and I want to add it to the table, and I just want to I want to add it only to the sci-fi. So I think that I'm copying. You see, the copy is not very. I don't know. You see, it's weird. So when I'll try the copy, I selected 7 rows. Copy only did it to 4. So I don't really have a solution for that. I just wanted you to know that be careful when you do that, when you filter. Maybe there is a solution, but I didn't find. Anyway, it's a thing with a filter. Another 2 things, two more things that I wanted to show. Okay, so let's say you have a very long table, right? And you scroll down, and now I don't know if this is the number of seasons, the number of episodes, or whatever. Okay, so I want to keep the
7 episodes.
yeah, well, whatever. I want to keep this row visible at all times, right? And also this one, the names. I want to know when I scroll here that I still look at this specific show. So what can you do? You can go to View and Freeze Panes, okay? And you just need to stand on the cell that is right below the row and next to the column that you want to freeze, okay? And then you freeze it, and you can actually see the very smooth line here. And this is because I work too much. And when I scroll, now you can see it stays here, and it also to the left it stays. It's very useful, I think, when you have very big tables. Okay, and one last thing.
And how do I disable it?
Yeah, go there again, and you just unfreeze the pane. Okay, I guess you can also freeze only the row and the column. Okay. One last thing I want to show in this table. Let's say you have a table and you want to protect it. You don't want everyone to do whatever they want. You can go to Review and then Protect Sheet, and I'm not sure exactly everything here, but I just do it like this. You just put a password, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then I'll try to write anything. Okay, but let's say that I don't want to lock the entire table, just specific cells, because some of the cells I want people to edit or put their inputs in there. So what you can do, so I'll just do the unprotect sheet again. Okay, and now, okay, what the thing with the protect sheet is that it locks only the cells that are defined as locked cells. So I can, let's say that I want to lock everything but watched, okay? I don't know, let's say that. Okay, so I select the other ones, go to Format Cells, and go to Protection. The default is that the cell is defined as locked, so I can just mark it, and then when I'll maybe I did it the other way around, right?
The other way, but still same thing. So you can't change the yes and no, and you can't change the other.
Yeah, exactly. So I just did the other way around, but you got the idea. And now, yeah, now you can still edit this one, but you cannot edit. I cannot even switch it to no. Okay, the other one, but you got the idea. Okay.
Birad is using this protection, but
Oh, you're right.
Birad,
Did you find the password?
yeah, there are tools that let you find the password.
Hacking.
Very, very useful.
Yeah.
So we're not using Excel sheets anymore.
Yeah, it was very useful.
Okay. So basically, this is everything that I want to show, but there is one other small thing. It's really not useful, I think, and maybe a bit useful. Okay, I'll show it to you, but the what I want to show is very specific to this example. It's two things. Okay, maybe the first thing is it's nice, but the other maybe not. So I have this Wikipedia page of actually I have it open. Okay, you have you got to Wikipedia, you get this table, and I don't know, you want to get your table, this table to your Excel, so you can go to data, get data from web. Okay, I guess it needs a specific table. Maybe not all the sites will work, but you can try.
Wikipedia is a good site to start with.
Yeah. And the tables, they're pretty simple, I think. So now it will look for the table and
Now you'll get a blue screen.
I hope not. The first thing the first time I did it stuck, but okay, now it found these three tables. Okay, this one, and this one, but I actually want this one,
Nice.
the population.
Wow.
Okay. I didn't think it would get this reaction. Anyway, you can load it, and it will open another sheet, and
Unless you get a blue screen.
unless that happens. Still thinking. No. Okay. Now I got it. Stole from Wikipedia. Okay, this is the maybe the more useful thing. I specifically chose this table of countries because I wanted to show you another very unuseful thing, but cool, maybe. You can go to, I think it's inserts. Yeah, and you have these maps. Okay, let's select the table, go to maps. This can stuck, but when I checked it earlier, it worked. So for some reason you can get maps. Okay, so when I have a tape, okay, this happened, but
But for a second, we believe you.
yeah. No, earlier it worked fine. Oh yeah, now it closed it. Yeah. Anyway, when it works good, you can
It's cool.
you can
but
see
it's
it and
such a specific feature.
yeah, I know. But if you have I get you can
No Enmos.
you can do it specifically on the US and maybe other countries. I tried it on Israel. It doesn't really work. It doesn't know Tel Aviv or Jerusalem. Okay, so it's here. Okay, you have the entire population of the
Nice.
world, and you can even go to chart design, add elements, and you can actually see the
Nice.
for a second you saw it. Okay, you see it. Okay, I don't know, it's not useful, I told you, but it's nice. And that's it.
So Yosi, do you know how to get rid of that enable?
Oh,
You know how to get rid of that enable content thing?
this one. The what?
All these warnings that it keeps giving you.
I just do X.
Yeah.
No. Go. Okay, you can do X, but go to File, Options, Trust Sensor. This is very important for all of the like trust sensor settings. Now there's all kinds of things, but the important one is protected view. So the protected view, and unclick the first thing there. And now every time you download something and it says this is protected view and you have to press enable, it won't happen anymore.
Okay.
Because it drives me
So
nuts.
annoying.
Nice.
So that won't happen. This security warning you got is different.
Yeah.
It's a different one of those checks.
Okay.
But wait, Yossi is something that maybe can be helpful for people.
Yeah.
Go to one of the other sheets, or else it's gonna crash. Let's say I only want to print. Let's say I want to create a PDF with the column E. How do I do it?
A PDF.
PDF or to print out?
You print to PDF and then you use brief.
Okay, one way is what Sachi said.
I don't know.
Anyone? Yes, this is what you do when you've been a teacher for long. You ask the question. You don't tell the answer.
Yeah.
Okay, go home and find it and submit it to me next week. Anyone know?
Printing area.
We have options. but the
Okay, try it.
File, save as, PDF.
Save.
Doesn't matter
Okay, I
where
got
it's
it.
from.
Yeah. But probably you
The
don't have it.
PDF.
Oh, okay.
And then more
Selection only.
no more options מתחת ל-PDF. Yeah. And then I go to option. And then selection.
Publish what
Try
selection.
something.
Okay, so now do
That's as far as
cancel
I
and
can
let
go.
me
No,
explain
they
to you
can.
guys. Because this is actually very useful.
Okay.
Okay, so let's say you only want to print that column. Okay, not the whole column, the selection. Okay, but you want to do this many times, like when I publish grades or something like that, or it happens often that you want to only show part of your workbook. Go to page layout. There's something called print area, and then set print area. Okay, now unselect.
Oh.
You see that there's a little line, I don't know if you can see it,
Yeah.
around that area. Okay, so now go, first of all, you guys should know that a PDF is actually like it's kind of a PostScript printed file. So save as PDF actually does a print PDF. So go to File. I think save as will work too, but File, Print, and then select PDF, not the Interfile printer. Microsoft print the PDF,
Okay.
and then do, here, you see?
Oh,
That's what it's going to print.
nice.
Okay.
Nice.
So that's something that's very useful.
Actually, there is another thing that I wanted to learn more about. It's called macros in Excel. It gives you an option to actually write code.
Yeah, that's
You can write a Visual Basic. Before I knew about Python, I was an expert in that. But it's really, today you can hook it to Python and do the same.
Yeah, Python lets you write code.
normal code, not VBA.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can do the Visual Studio. It's pretty nice.
Yeah. I don't know about it much. Just that it's cool.
I think it's different than macros. Macros is more simple. Visual Studio is really, you can really write code and do sophisticated functions and then evaluate the sheet.
Another thing that maybe can be helpful, you were saying about wrapping text.
Yeah.
What if I want to do the opposite? I want to put an extra line inside my.
Yeah.
So-
Let's if you go to this one, and I want this column to be this big. I don't know I don't know why they chose this so long name. Okay, so I can do a wrap.
That's not what I meant. I meant to actually, I want another line inside my,
Oh, I don't know how to do
A
it.
new line, like
you know how to
You
make a
know?
new line, anybody?
control enter or something like that.
So, Yossi, click on an empty cell and start writing.
Okay.
You do a bunch of spaces or something. Okay. Now you want to go down. I think you do control enter. If it's not control, then it's shift.
Docs or shift, yes.
And now keep on writing.
No, no, the control didn't work, but shift.
One of them for sure.
No.
Control enter, no? Maybe alt enter.
Control enter.
I've done it many times before.
I think that in docs it's control enter. Or-
Yeah, in docs, control
Yeah,
enter,
it might
but
be alt enter.
maybe alt. Oh, this one.
So it was alt.
Good. It's good,
Nice.
but it can mess your data sometimes.
What else should we know about? I imagine you guys all know how to turn it into Hebrew English, right? Page layout,
Page
right to left
layout,
versus
yeah.
left to right. So let's say you want to know where some data comes from. There's a way to do that. Not that I remember looking here, but I can find it. So let's say you have put equals and then like go to a different sheet and or
Oh,
or
yeah.
say equals a number equals something else, right? Okay, enter. First of all, obviously, if you double click on it, it will highlight where it comes from, right?
Yeah.
But also, if you go to data, I think if you go to data, no, but you have to push on that cell. There's a thing to connections. Can you find it? Hmm? Maybe.
Queries.
Oh,
No,
as
no,
well?
Yes.
maybe.
Yeah.
No,
Import,
no, no,
import
it's not
data.
that. No, it's not that. Maybe this.
View and manage.
Oh, there's a way. There's like a little arrow that points to what
Yeah,
it came
links.
from.
Maybe this one. But
Maybe. I don't think so. No, no, no. Where is it? View. It's an arrow somewhere. What are those things on the data tools? Maybe it's one of those icons.
data tools.
No, on
You
the
mean
right. I can't remember where it
What do you
is.
mean?
Oh,
Maybe
okay.
one of those. What does it say?
Consolidate. Good. This one I used. Duplicate and data
Yeah, maybe it's not
validation.
in the. Maybe it's in the view. Anyway, there's a way to like point back to where everything came from.
And
You can find
how
where-
does it show it? Oh,
Because like, let's say you want to know if you have something really complicated that you want to see where it came from. There's a way to have it graphically show you where it came from.
Like the dependencies of
Yeah.
Excel.
I can't remember what it is. But there is a way.
yeah.
If you need it, Google it.
There are many things that you can do and you never know that they exist.
What's the worst thing about Excel?
The lookup.
Okay. No. When you do find, it opens a pop-up window instead of having it docked. Plus as well.
Find, yeah.
It makes this window. Why do I need this window? And
But
you
it-
have to, it
but
keeps
it's
on focusing between the
Wait,
window.
but when you use Notepad++, it also does that. And
Which is also a pain.
Annoying.
If you use Vim, it doesn't do
No.
that. Right?
no, I don't like it. I don't like.
No,
I like it much
even
better.
I think. I mean, if you use Chrome or Firefox or something, it has a little dock.
Yeah.
You don't need to have this huge
Huge.
window that it changes focus every time. It's a pain in the neck.
I guess.
Very cool. I think we all
Right.
took a lot out of that. Thanks, Yosi.
Mhm, so that-
Very cool. Very cool.
Okay.